Hello, welcome to Course Choice 101, where we are going to walk through the process for course registration for the 25-26 school year at Ravenwood High School. My name is Elizabeth Askins, and I am one of the school counselors. I serve students with last names A through DA. We have three other counselors, and they are listed here. And joining me today is Miss Lisa Grijalva.
Hi, and I work with students with DE through DY and SHE through Z. And so as you can see listed, we have Mr. Bush, Miss Boyd, and Miss Wigger, and we're all really excited to be able to work with your students here at Ravenwood. So the next thing we want to go over as we start talking about the registration process is making sure that you and your child are aware of the requirements to graduate. All of our students have already seen this presentation on Tuesday and Wednesday of this week during homeroom. The students came down and we went over a modified version of this, really discussing everything that they need to be aware of for graduation and things like that. Our graduation requirements have changed. So this slide is just relevant to students of the class of 2026 and 2027. So these are our rising juniors and seniors. They need 22 credits to graduate. 4 of those must be in English. 4 of those are in math. It goes through Algebra 2 and at least 1 year beyond in mathematics. Science, they need 3 credits for graduation. They must take biology. They can take chemistry or physics and an additional lab science. So of course they can take chemistry and physics, but they must take one or the other. Students will also take 3 years of world history or social science with us. 1 is a world history, 1 is US history, and then they'll take another year, which is half government and half economics. Students are required to take a year and a half of physical education courses. A year of that is lifetime wellness. And then the second half is an additional half a PE credit. That credit can be waived for students who are involved in a sport or a club team here at Ravenwood. They can pick up a PE waiver from their counselor after they've finished a season. Students additionally take another half-year course of personal finance. They also need 2 years of a world language, 1 year of an art requirement, and 3 years in an elective focus. And we will discuss elective focuses a little bit more in just a moment. And all of that together is 22 credits that are required for graduation. Williamson County also asks that all students take 6 classes every single year of high school. So potentially your child may have more than 22 credits, and that's perfectly fine. So this next slide is for our rising sophomores and all the classes that will fall behind them. The credits on here are still 22 to graduate. There is 1 additional class that is required of students. And so that is listed on this page. Everything else is the same that we just went over on the previous slide. The additional course is a year of computer science that is required for them. And so these are the classes that we make sure all students get to by the end of senior year of high school. So that way they have everything they need to pursue any decisions and choices that they'd like to after high school, as well as making sure they're eligible for graduation. So this weekend, Skyward is opening for your child, and that opens at 3 p.m. on this Friday. And your students are going to go into Skyward and they're going to select 6 courses. On Friday, all students will receive a copy of their recommendation sheets from their teachers. They're being passed out in English class on Friday of this week, and they'll come and bring them home this weekend. We've asked all students to sit down with you, have a conversation, look at all the classes that they would like to take, and select 6 courses to put into Skyward. This is done through the student's Skyward account. We will add, as a counseling team, homeroom and study hall on. They do not need to list those classes. And we do suggest and require all students to intentionally pick 2 alternate courses. Sometimes one of the 6 choices that your child and you have made maybe aren't available, or it doesn't work for their schedule, or there isn't room in the course, and so they may not be able to take one of the 6 things they chose. So what they're listing as an alternate is very important, because that is how we pull their classes to decide what goes in next. If your child isn't sure about what to put or has questions about what's the best fit, this is information you can write down on your elective sheet, and then we'll assist you with, and we'll meet with your child in their English class over the course of the next month. Alternates will not be put into the computer system, just their 6 courses. It's also important that you know that when you're listing these classes in Skyward and selecting them, you must choose the level that your child was recommended for, or you can level down or take a lower level. You cannot put in a class that is higher than what they were recommended for. If that is something that you are desiring or your child is actually desiring, then they will speak to us at their registration meeting and we can talk about what their interests are, what they would like to do, and then what's a good fit for them. There are a few programs that allow students to list 7 courses during the registration process, and that is our students who are in band, orchestra, JROTC, and choir. Those students can forego a study hall at school. I will let you know that we all do believe study halls are important for our students. They give them a chance to work on homework, prepare for exams, have a little bit of downtime during their day. So many of them are really busy outside of school that study hall time really makes a difference, and we encourage all students to have one. So when I went over the requirements for graduation, one of the areas was called an elective focus area. There are 3 different ways to meet an elective focus for graduation purposes. One is through CCTE electives, and I'll talk about those in just a moment with you. Another pathway is called Humanities and Fine Arts, and that will be on the next slide, and I'll talk through that. And the third option is for students to take 3 AP courses over the course of high school, and that can be an elective focus for students. So let's look at what our CCTE offerings are here at Ravenwood. Now, more information can always be found on these on our counseling website. And so the link is sitting in this presentation, but really if you Google RHS counselors, our website usually pops right up for you in the search engine. But here are the programs we offer at Ravenwood. We have an architecture and design program. We have a biomedical science program. We have a pre-law program. It used to be called criminal justice, but that program is now morphing into a pre-law. We have a digital art design and photography pathway. We have finance and accounting. We have a TV and film production pathway. We offer a music business program. We have IT computer programming. We have a JROTC program here, marketing, medical assisting, human sport and performance, and robotics. So as I mentioned, humanities and fine arts is another option. In the materials that you received from our school, which had this link to this video, there was also another link, and that's to elective videos. We did ask all students to watch these videos this week in class. Some students in classes may not have gotten through all of them, which is why they've been attached here in this presentation for you to watch as well. Our additional elective options that we are offering at Ravenwood that fall under this humanities pathway is we offer a half-year class of creative writing. We have a year-long course of ancient history as an honors class. We offer a semester course of African American history, a semester course of psychology, a semester course of sociology, a semester course of contemporary issues. We have a year-long visual arts program, and we have 4 levels of that. We have a media arts program, which is more like animation drawing and things like that on iPads. We have offered a first level of that course for 2 years. We are hoping to offer a second level next year. So it is available to request, and we can see if we get enough student interest to be able to provide the class to our students. We offer band, orchestra, choir, and those programs can be done all 4 years of high school. We have a beginning guitar. It's an introductory guitar class that we've had for quite a few years. We are going to offer an intermediate guitar next year. And so students who have completed the first year of guitar are eligible to sign up for a second year of that if they'd like. We have a wonderful theater program. We have 4 levels of that as well as a theater tech, and that's a set building side of the theater work. We also offer computer science classes, an AP Principles version, and an AP Advanced version of that. We have a semester of Greek and Roman mythology. We have a semester of ACT prep. We have a semester of leadership, and that tends to be juniors and seniors mostly who take that class, but that is open to our students. We have service learning, which can be a semester or year-long class, and that is reserved for seniors. That's where they get an opportunity to go back to our elementary and middle schools and help do like tutoring and things like that for our students. And we're planning to offer a new course next year called Leadership in Action. This is a year-long course that's open to all students in all grade levels. And it's an opportunity to learn leadership skills and to put them in action on our campus. This is a new class that we're hoping we have enough student interest that we're able to offer that as well. So these are our course offerings, and this is really one of the reasons why putting alternates are so important. If we don't get enough student interest in any of these particular classes, then we don't offer them. And we also use this to help decide how much sections we have. And Ms. Askins is going to go into more detail about that, but we always offer everything each year to see what our students' interests are.
So most of the courses that you will be requesting are traditional in-building courses here at Ravenwood. We do offer a small amount of online options. Some of these do depend on grade level, so please reference the back of your recommendation sheet, which lists the appropriate courses for your specific grade level. Our online options are U.S. Government and Economics, which are available to only seniors. We also offer psychology, sociology, personal finance, PE2, lifetime wellness, ACT prep, and finally, American Sign Language. American Sign Language does count as a world language. However, this course does require an application due to the nature of it being online and students needing to be responsible and mature enough to handle 2 full years of an online course. And you are agreeing to take both years of this language. Additionally, you cannot request American Sign Language if you have started a previous other language at Ravenwood or in middle school. For example, students who have taken Spanish for middle school credit are then not able to request American Sign Language in high school. We also have some partnering schools and programs available to Ravenwood students. One of those is our EIC, which is the Entrepreneurship and Innovation Center housed at Franklin High School. Students in this program travel to Franklin High School for one period of the day and are able to learn more about entrepreneurship, starting a business, and other marketing skills. This program does pair with our marketing pathway here at Ravenwood, so students who have started the marketing pathway or hope to continue in marketing can also apply for the EIC. Applications are currently open for EIC and can be found through students' class link with a little light bulb, and the EIC is listed there. So if you are interested, please apply ASAP. For our rising juniors and seniors, we are able to offer dual enrollment courses through local community colleges like Columbia State Community College. The process for this can be discussed with your school counselor later this spring or in your individualized counseling meeting in the coming weeks. Additionally, we have a work-based learning program where students can potentially earn credit for working jobs outside of school that further their potential career interests after high school. If you are interested in work-based learning, please talk to your school counselor. And additionally, there is an application for this program. This application can also be found in Student Class Link. It's important to note that any program requiring an application, you will not be able to register for it at this time. We will add it in as a class later once you are selected, your application has been approved, and you have a seat in an approved course. So hang tight if you are interested in any of the programs or courses that require an application. This is our registration timeline for this year. Students should have already received their colored recommendation sheets in English class this week. Hopefully they will bring them home and influence the discussions you will have this weekend considering their course registration. We encouraged all students this week to really think about balance and what courses they are registering for, as they do not necessarily have to register for each course they were recommended for. Friday at 3 p.m., student Skyward accounts will open for course registration. Between Friday and Tuesday morning at 7:30 a.m., we encourage the student to log into their Student Skyward account and input their 6 courses that they are registering for. Remember, you do not have to add study hall or homeroom, and there are only a very small selection of courses that you can forego a study hall for and have 7 courses. This is also not a first come, first serve basis. I mean, courses do not fill up, so it does not matter if you log in on Friday at 3 p.m. or Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. as long as it is done before Tuesday at 7:30 a.m. Just at some point this weekend, you will need to log in and add courses. Courses do not fill up, and there is no need to rush. Wednesday, we encourage students to bring back their colored recommendation sheet and turn it into their English teacher so that we have it when we come in to do your individualized registration meeting. So we like to equate making schedules and doing course registration to ordering a pizza. How do you want your pizza to look next year? We encourage students to really think about during this time what toppings they are ordering from their pizza. Right now, you can order anything from the menu, and all of the options that are available to you as a student, you can put in your request for at this time. But we encourage students to choose carefully and be very thoughtful because first of all, if you order too many toppings and try to pile on too many courses into your schedule, it can become very overwhelming next year. We understand right now it is a very exciting process and students are very eager to select high-level courses. However, we also encourage you to discuss what student schedules look like outside of school. So not just the courses they're registering for, but also what extracurricular activities they're involved in, such as sports, clubs, marching band, etc. We really want students to have a sense of balance and take care of their well-being and not burn out while they're in high school. High school grades are very important, and oftentimes it can look better to colleges to perform high level in lower level classes than to struggle in a higher level class. Also, whatever you select now is what influences our teacher hiring, master scheduling, course order in the schedule as we try to make it all fit so that all of your scheduling dreams come true over the summer while you're not here. In a sense, we are baking your pizza this summer. And when you come back in August, it will be very difficult to try and change or remove toppings from your pizza once it's already been baked. So we do not want there to be a hole in your schedule or anything to happen. This is why it's very important for you to choose 2 alternates that you are okay with taking and write them on your recommendation sheet so we have those as a backup. And also carefully consider what courses you need as a part of college applications, whether that's happening this year or in a few years. Some schools do require things outside of the Tennessee graduation requirements, so it's important for students to be mindful of universities that might require 4 lab sciences, extra social studies classes, specific math or science classes such as physics or calculus, and also what your intended future major might require. So certain schools don't only have specific requirements, but certain majors will have specific requirements that they want you to come into college with. So we want you to be mindful and think about all of that in the next few days as you are creating your schedule for next year. And if you run into any problems, it's okay. It's okay if it's not perfect or just the way you want it to be just yet. We will meet with you in the coming weeks through your English class to make sure everything fits and that you have everything you need for graduation and beyond. It's also an important reminder to please do not put into Skyward courses above what you've been recommended for. If you are interested in the override process, please note it on your registration sheet, turn it into your English teacher so we can address it with you in your individualized registration meeting in English class. And if you do all of that, it will be a piece of cake this weekend. Directions for registration will be sent out via email and also in a call out to you. They are also posted on our Ravenwood website and our Ravenwood Counseling website for you. So please take a look if you have any questions or run into any issues, as there is a ton of available information to help you troubleshoot. You will register starting at 3 p.m. on Friday, but remember, it's not first come, first served. And you have until Tuesday morning at 7:30 a.m. to log into your Student Skyward account and input your selected courses. And if you do have questions, please note them on your registration sheet. This will be the fastest and best way for your counselor to address any questions or issues that you have in your individualized registration meeting. We can't wait to talk with you in the coming weeks and make sure that your schedule is everything you want it to be. Please also remember to turn in your registration sheets to your English teacher by Wednesday, and please keep all papers in that packet stapled together. Do not remove any papers such as your transcript or any of the sheets, as we need all of those for your meeting.
Thank you so much for listening today, and we hope that this helps you with your registration process. Have a wonderful day.